He's accused of being one of California's most brutal killers.
The so-called Night Stalker who has terrorized California.
The same man is suspected in 6 to 8 murders and 25 to 30 attacks.
In 1985, a series of murders began to plague Los Angeles, and the victims ranged in age from 9 to 83. It was men, it was women, it was children, people of all races, socioeconomic backgrounds.
Night Stalker, the hunt for a serial killer, tells the story of Richard Ramirez's murders through the eyes of the 2 Los Angeles Sheriff's Department detectives that hunted him down. The docuseries director and executive producer, Tiller Russell, told us that catching Ramirez seemed almost impossible for one simple reason.
Never in criminal history had someone whose range and diversity of crimes and sort of the patternless nature of them been the subject of an investigation.
I've never been a hunter. I'm a city slicker, so I looked at it playing the game of Clue. You know, Colonel Mustard did it with a gun in the kitchen.
Every TV network in the country was reporting on the serial killer. KMBC in Los Angeles did nightly stories on the murders and how terrified the city's residents were of the Night Stalker.
Barbara Chase never thought of using a gun until now.
I have grandchildren. They come to stay. Should I sit by and watch them get killed?
It's the only time in my entire life that I slept with a gun.
The entire city was living in fear, hoping they wouldn't be the next victim of the real-life boogeyman.
He has this horrible big grin, and he's missing all these teeth. He just stared at me like a killer clown.
The docuseries also features first-hand accounts from people who survived the serial killer's attacks.
I woke up to a very loud noise, to which I responded, "John," and immediately I knew it wasn't John.
Eventually, Ramirez slipped and left a single fingerprint in a car he had stolen. Soon his mugshot was on TVs everywhere, and on August 30th, 1985, he was finally captured by the citizens he had preyed upon.
The very people who he was terrorizing and terrifying were the ones that grabbed him and helped bring him to justice.
Neighbors in Boyle Heights said he was trying to steal a car. He attacked a woman there. Her husband and others recognized him, chased him down, beat him, and held him until police arrived. And then Ramirez said,
What have you been arrested for?
Richard Ramirez was captured today.
Night Stalker, the hunt for a serial killer, examines how Richard Ramirez's murder spree and arrest turned into a media frenzy. Director and executive producer Tiller Russell told us why he believes America was so fascinated with the vicious killer.
It was the beginning of the 24-hour news cycle, so you had this frantic coverage of the story.
The individual we have in custody is Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker.
Word spread fast, and around the station, an enormous crowd assembled. Among the hundreds gathered outside the police station, there's an almost carnival-like atmosphere of celebration.
KMBC in Los Angeles provided in-depth coverage at the time.
When it came time to transport Ramirez to county jail, so many had jammed the street, police could not get through.
Ramirez appeared to love his new celebrity status.
Going into jail, Ramirez turned to a group of onlookers, grinned, and stuck out his tongue.
There's pentagrams on walls.
It just keeps getting creepier.
He waited until he saw the fear in her eyes, then he shot her.
He once flashed a pentagram drawn on his hand, and in an earlier court appearance, he shouted,
"Who is Satan?"
Just listen to this chilling audio recording featured in the docuseries from one of the Night Stalker's survivors.
I said, "I won't scream. I swear upon God." And he said, "Swear upon Satan."
It was a scary feeling to be in the same room with him.
I will be avenged. Lucifer dwells within us all.
Believe it or not, fans of the Night Stalker appeared at his trial. Colleen Nelson, the granddaughter of one of Ramirez's victims, tells this chilling story about a young man she witnessed.
I could see he had a tattoo of a pentagram. And then I realized that I was sitting next to somebody who looked up to the person that killed my grandmother.
On September 20th, 1989, Ramirez was found guilty of all 43 Night Stalker crimes, including 13 murders, and was sentenced to the gas chamber. However, he wound up dying of liver failure in 2013, and sadly, when he died, so did many of his secrets.
And what's a really kind of startling and horrifying fact, mentioned by his attorneys, mentioned by the investigators who worked the case, is who knows how many other victims are out there. I think we probably will never get to the bottom of who all was killed.